Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Holly Randall, senior volleyball player from Edmond, Oklahoma, who recently captured the Sooner Athletic Conference Attacker of the Week. And Holly, what are some of the things that have gone into your play of late?
Something that's been really important to me this year as a senior and in past years is that I need to be available in transition. So up and able to be set in situations that aren't just out of serve receive or off a free ball. And I think that's really a testament to the way our defense has been playing lately, is that they're putting the ball high, nice and in the air, so that I'm able to have plenty of time to get off and attack.
Sooner Athletic Conference Tournament's going to be hosted here at OCU. How important is it for you guys to play those matches at home?
That's so exciting, especially being a senior. We've gone to Wayland for 3 years of my career here, so getting to play my last home games as part of the conference tournament is really exciting and really special as a senior.
You've been able to maintain a 4.0 grade point average as well as being on the volleyball team. How do you balance your activities and able to maintain that 4.0?
It hasn't always been easy. I've had to learn the art of saying no and spending evenings in the library. But that's something that's really important to me because I think with the opportunity that I've been giving here athletically, academics are just as important as that. And
you're also involved in student government as well.
Yes.
Could you add anything else? I mean, that seems like a full docket. How do you go about, or what is the student government, let's say, have done for you as your experience at OCU?
Right. That's really as a political science major, a good practical outlet to practice some of the things that I learn in my classes. And it's been an awesome way for me to get to influence things on campus outside of athletics and outside of the classroom. So you get to work a lot with student organizations and help them plan events and fund different trips and things that they have. So that's been something really important to get involved in that in my career here at OCU.
So you mentioned studying political science. Also, you're studying Spanish. What went into the decision to add that as well?
I was thankful to be in a program in high school where I got to start with a lot of hours. And so when I came to OCU, that was kind of a no-brainer to continue that as part of my education because that's something that can always add to your experience on a resume or in the workplace, or even just when you get to know people. Having that skill is important with trends in the world.
What kind of career goals do you have for yourself when volleyball's over?
So I am currently applying to law schools. So that's kind of my next step, is to finish up those applications and then hopefully get accepted and go on there after I leave OCU.
All right, talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Holly Randall. You can follow the stars on OCUsports.com.
At Oklahoma City University, it's on all of us to put an end to sexual violence in our campus community.
Title IX is a federal law that addresses our students' right to education free from sex discrimination. OCU Athletics is committed to fostering a culture of respect for all members of our community.
We aim to embody respect and sportsmanship in all aspects of life.
And it's our job as athletes to intervene when something isn't right.
It's our responsibility as athletes, role models, and members of the community to look out for one another.
OCU athletes are not just champions on the field.
We also strive to be champions of character.
Consent is explicit, not implied.
Sexual contact without consent is sexual assault.
It's on us.
It's on us.
To intervene when something doesn't seem right. To recognize that alcohol is never an excuse.
It's on us.
It's on all of us.
To make it known we will not tolerate this from
peers, teammates,
friends,
anyone.
To create an environment that respects everyone's rights and boundaries.
To do the right thing.
It doesn't just happen to women.
It's on us as teammates to lead by example.
To make it known that jokes about sexual assault are unacceptable.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To step up and say something.
To never blame the victim.
To support survivors.
To be more than a bystander.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
Every day we all choose the type of person that we want to be and the type of athlete that we want to be. And for me, the important lesson there is you got to wake up every day willing to earn it and make the most of it.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on all of us, OCU.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to men's basketball coach Vinay Patel. The Stars will get their season underway this coming Saturday at 3 o'clock. And coach, your team is coming off of a 20-win season, the first for the program in quite a while. Third straight trip to the national tournament, and some publications have got you ranked in the top 5 as far as the NAIA is concerned. I know you're probably going to tell me the preseason rankings don't mean anything, but what does the recognition that your team is getting mean to you right now?
I just think it goes to show what we've done over these past few years. And the standard we're starting to set. Every day we're holding our kids accountable to meet a certain standard, to perform at their highest level every single day, and really holding them accountable every day on whether they do that or not. And I think if you do that on a day-to-day basis, you're going to see your team start hitting some pretty special heights. And I just think that's where we're at right now. We've got a good group of returners. We returned 6 guys. All 6 have started at some point last season. Every single one of them has started games, and just the experience that brings and what they've achieved kind of bleeds into these new guys in a hurry. And I think that's part of what the recognition is not only, have we put together some pretty good recruiting classes the last couple of years, but we've had a great group of guys back and really a core group from my very first year here that's still intact here that I think's really helped excel this program and start getting back to what we were once.
Outside of conference play starting, what are some of the key dates that your team has coming up in the next couple of months?
I refuse to let our team look ahead, and I know that's one of the old coach's cliches, but we have an unbelievable week coming up. Saturday we play at home at 3 p.m. in our season opener at Manhattan, or against Manhattan Christian. And then we start a string of 4 games in 7 days. We play Saturday, we play Monday at Midwestern, we play at Langston on Wednesday. They were an Elite 8 team a year ago and finished top 10 in the country a year ago. And then we finish up on Saturday for homecoming against Southwestern Oklahoma, who's a very good Division II opponent, who we've played tough the last 2 years I've been here. So, that string of 4 games in a week really doesn't allow you to look past next week for us, because challenging a team this early doesn't happen very often. But I think with the experience that we have back, I wanted to put a pretty big challenge on their shoulders early to kind of see where we were at.
You mentioned some of the guys you have coming back. You have a large group of seniors on this team, a lot of new guys who are seniors and a lot of returners as well. What does that experience do for a squad like this?
I just think it helps, because even the new guys that we've brought in, they all come from winning programs. And that's what we've really tried to focus on when we're going out recruiting, is trying to find guys that already understand how to win. I think that's one of the hardest things to teach is to teach a kid how to go get a win. And when you get guys from programs that have had some success, it becomes a little bit easier for us as they transition here. And then having the guys that have already done it here, that even helps more so as far as teaching some of these new guys our expectations to be successful every single day. Ours is, we've just felt like it's not an accident that we've been a little bit successful these past couple of years. It's because of the hard work we put in day to day. And, I think anyone that comes and watches us practice will tell you how hard these kids go every single day and how hard I'm pushing them every single day. And that's what's led to it. And these kids have been pushed. Even the new transfers that we have in, they're fitting in just fine. Even the senior transfers, they've, again, been coached really well before they've been here, and that just makes transition so much easier for us.
Who are some of the newcomers that you're excited about for this year? They got a couple in there that have some D1 experience.
I don't really want to pinpoint anyone in particular, because, we finally scrimmaged last night for the first time. And we got production out of every newcomer that we have on our team. And that's from the bottom all the way up as far as freshman to senior transfer. So it's kind of hard to just pinpoint some guys. One of the focuses we had to really address in a hurry with our recruiting class was our interior play. We lost Tyler Alderman and we lost Xavier Smith, who both started for us inside. We got some good experience back in Elijah Chrisman and Ryan Wiley at those spots, but we had to go get some instant impact guys to come in and help. So Samuel Williams has been huge from Kentucky Wesleyan, and Yvonne Sachich from West Georgia. They've been huge coming in right away. And then kind of a dark horse guy coming in at the interior spot has been Eric McCollum, who's transferring in from Navarro. And I think you're going to see some really special things out of him as he comes in and plays for us. So, interior-wise, that was one of our biggest concerns that we had to address in a hurry. And then we've got a flurry of guards that have transferred in. Mark Howell is transferred in from Wright State. He's got some point guard experience there at that Division I, and him and John Reed should be two of the fastest and quickest guards, I believe, in the league. We've added Rydell Kamage, who could really just fill it up on any given night. One of the best shooters on our basketball team. So there's just so many new guys on our team, but they're all contributing in a hurry, and that's exciting for me to see, is how quickly they're figuring out what we want to do and the success we want them to find in our system.
One of the fun things last year was that Xavier Smith was on the Dark Horse Dunker website, and fans could go and vote for him as the best dunker in college basketball. Is there anybody on the squad that you may nominate for that again?
Well, there's no question Walter Rickett will be the guy we'll try to nominate for that. Had he been a senior last year, we probably would have nominated him over Xavier Smith. Walter Rickett's one of the most phenomenal athletes I've been fortunate to coach. He has a 45-inch vertical and is just an exciting player to watch. And so I think as you see some of his highlights as the season progresses, I think everyone will see why I'm saying that right now, because he is very fun to watch, and I'm glad he's on our side. There's no question about that.
Once again, the national champion last year came from the Sooner Athletic Conference. Texas Wesleyan got the win there. How deep is this conference going to be this year?
I think it's about the deepest it's been in my 3 years here. Texas Wesleyan won the national championship last year. Mid-America Christian won it the year before. And there are a ton of teams, I think, this year that could come in and challenge for the top spot in our league this year. Our league standings came out, and you never know what to think about those, but that's really a coach's vote. And so for the coaches to kind of vote it that way, that's what we all think based on what we know about a team. But you never know how it's all going to play out. My first year, we were picked towards the bottom of the league, and we turned around and finished second place and tied for second that year. And so it's curious to see how coaches vote it, but you never know how it's going to finish at the end of the day. But there's some really good teams in our conference with a ton of experience back. And then, I'm looking around, and you're kind of going, this team had a great recruiting class, this team had a great recruiting class, and I know it's going to lead for a challenging night every time we take the floor against those opponents.
All right, talking to men's basketball coach Vinay Patel. You can follow the Stars on OCUsports.com.